Good evening, everybody. Happy Friday. Um, so, for today's evening yoga practice, we're just going to sit kind of in a straddle for most of the time, and we're going to breathe and stretch. Super simple, just like we've been doing all week and all last week. We're going to breathe, we're going to stretch, and get you ready for a restful slumber. Okay? So, let's just get started. Let's find a seat. Right, and I want you to bring your feet and legs into a straddle. Now, in this straddle position, I want you to find a position with the legs where you're not kind of hunched over because we're so tight and so wide with the feet, where we can kind of sit up tall, even if that means we have to bring our legs in a little bit. So find the width of the straddle that allows you to kind of sit up. Okay? And in this position, I want the toes to just gently face towards the ceiling. Now we're going to just start here. I'm going to close the eyes. We're going to take 5 deep inhales and exhales through the nose. Feeling that breath, starting on the inhale, start from the pit of the belly and go all the way up to the top of the head. And then take that exhale from the top of the head and pull it all the way down to the pit of the belly. Just like that one again. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And go through 2 more cycles. Just smooth out any kinks. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Gently opening the eyes. We're just going to keep the breath flowing like that through the nose. Okay? So from here, once you find a position with the feet that feel good, you walk those hands out. We're going to either stay on the palms if that's all that you want to go for today, or if you feel okay, you can go a little bit farther onto the forearms. Then the last position, if you feel like you've got the space today, make 2 fists, and we're going to place that forehead right on top of the fists. And we're going to spend some time breathing here. So just settle into a position that allows you to feel a little stretch, but that's also, something you can stay in for a couple breaths. And find that deep inhale. And exhale. So inhale again. Exhale. Just one more big inhale and exhale. And let it go. Good. Bring your hands to the floor, sit up. And now we're going to take our torso and turn towards the left leg. And on your exhale, we're just going to fold over that left thigh. You place those hands anywhere that allows you to kind of settle the torso down. The neck softens, the head drops. Find that inhale through the nose. And that long. Go ahead and bring yourself back up. Let's go ahead and switch. I'm just going to turn the torso to the other side. Let's go ahead and bow forward over that right leg. Hands anywhere that allows you to settle in. Find a soft position in those shoulders. Drop the head, and we'll breathe here. Focus on exaggerating the length of the breath. 1, it'll keep your brain occupied, and 2, you get more oxygen, so it'll feel better. Go ahead and bring yourself back up. And then from here, you're going to take your right foot and just bring it in towards that inner left thigh. Keep that left leg where it is. Inhale, let's sit up tall. Place the left fingertips on the floor beside you. Reach the right arm up. And then we're just going to lean up and over, reaching your fingertips towards those left toes. And try to anchor the right hip down so you get really long. Find that long, slow inhale and exhale. Inhale to bring yourself back up. And let's go ahead and switch sides. So right leg goes back out, left foot comes back in. Let's sit up tall, reach that left arm up, right hand next to you. Inhale, lift, lengthen, and lean over. Once you find a position where you can feel that outer left hip ground down. All right, go ahead and bring yourself back up. Let's go ahead and take this left leg back out into our straddle. And now we're going to take this right foot and pull it towards our right hip. And so I don't know if anybody has ever seen cheerleaders. This is called a hurdle, and they do a jump this way. So I want you to pull that heel in, okay, so that left leg is straight, but your knees are still kind of in that same position they were in the straddle. Inhale, sit up tall. And then exhale, we're just gently going to bow forward. Now, one side, this right side is going to get this interesting stretch. So just kind of settle in. Slowly allow yourself to sink into this stretch. And breathe. Bring yourself back up. Let's go ahead and switch. So extend your left leg or your right leg. And then let's take this left leg and pull it in. Move the left heel to the hip. Okay. Again, find that position where the knees are kind of at the same angle. Okay. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, let's bow forward. And if you're just on your hands, totally cool. Just when you get there, allow those shoulders to relax and soften, or you can come all the way down to the forearms. Find that inhale. Try to match the length of the exhale and the inhale. Bring yourself back up. Let's go ahead and swing this left leg out. And then from here, we're going to come into a butterfly position. So you'll bring the soles of the feet together. Instead of going out too wide or like really bringing those heels in towards you, find just a position, kind of that happy medium, where you're able to kind of sit comfortably. Your knees are just kind of gently falling to the floor. Interlace the fingers, wrap them around the toes. Inhale, sit up. And exhale, just try to bring the forehead down towards the toes, just softening the spine, allowing the back to round. Bring yourself back up. Go ahead and extend your legs out in front. Come into a forward fold here. So in this position, I want those feet to come together, legs and knees are together. Inhale to sit up. And then exhale, you're just going to fold forward. And I just want you to feel like you're kind of falling and rounding. We don't need to get this really flat spine like we normally try to do with when we deadlift or something like a good morning. I just want you to allow the spine to soften and kind of drop towards the shins. So hands go anywhere that allows you to kind of comfortably hang in this position. Relax your feet. Let the neck soften so the head drops. And feel the inhale start at the tailbone and travel all the way up through the spine, out the head. And then on the way back down, the exhale starts at the top of the head and goes all the way down to the tailbone. One more big cycle of breath. And lay yourself back up. And we have one final stretch. Let's go ahead and cross your shins. Favorite shin in front, whichever one feels most natural. And then you're going to pull those knees a little closer together and the feet a little bit away from each other. Inhale, sit up tall. And then exhale, I just want you to bow forward, let that torso hang. We're going to soften the muscles along the spine so that everything drops. Breathe into the hips. Every exhale, allow the hips to soften so that you can feel a little bit looser, a little bit more relaxed. So the body sinks and stretches a little bit deeper. On your next inhale, you can walk the hands back towards the shins and sit up. Hands anywhere that's comfortable. Allow the shoulders to soften away from the ears. Sit up tall. A few more really long, slow breaths in and out through the nose before we finish. And gently opening the eyes. And as you transition from here into bed, just carry this breath with you. So when you get in bed, as you're falling asleep, if you feel like your mind is starting to turn on, use that slow count breath, that slow, 3 to 5 counts of breathing, inhale and exhale, to tell the brain to focus on that, and then it slows down. So let's use the breath to our advantage during this time. I want to say thank you for those of you that tuned in live and those of you watching after. I will see you guys on Sunday for power yoga. Very excited about that. We may get into some handstanding, those of you that are missing the gymnastics from the gym. So thank you to everybody that tuned in, and I will see you guys very soon. Have a good night.